Hey, this is Anthony. This is RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Dainese Lince GTX Adventure Touring Boot, available at RevZilla.com. So the Lince, new for fall 2013, is really a hybrid boot in my opinion. I think it takes a lot of the beefy adventure style, including the Gore-Tex from something like the Karamato, which is their hardcore adventure touring off-road style boot, but then it takes some of the subtlety and some of the styling from the sport touring inspired Fulcrum GTX, the Nighthawk GTX, which is going to be a little bit more classically on-road. You can see I'm not going to call it a mid-height, it's higher than mid-height, and it really could match up with anything from a straight-on pant to something like the Terran pant, and you can use it in a lot of different riding scenarios, from lightweight dual sporting, very lightweight dual sporting because it isn't a full-height boot, to sport touring, adventure touring, multi-season touring. And again, with the Gore-Tex liner, you hear me always say it, I harp on it, waterproof, breathable, guaranteed for life. It's the best chance to keep your foot completely dry from whatever Mother Nature can throw at you, while allowing it to sweat and breathe and allowing it to have that perspiration evaporate out through this full grain cowhide. This is Gore-Tex grade cowhide on the exterior that allows you to stay the most comfortable over time. So remember, true four-season functionality with some kind of badassery thrown in here on the Lince GTX from Dainese. Now, quick note on sizing. It is a higher boot. Again, Dainese sizing comes in Euro sizes, but typically the American market doesn't have an issue with the width. So if you haven't bought a Euro boot from Dainese before, don't worry about it. Use the sizing chart. You should be okay. And as always, we do ship for free over 39 bucks. This guy's going to come in over that $200 mark. So again, you're making that investment, and we're happy to take it back with no restock fee either. Now, as I walk through the rest of the Lince GTX, love to hear your comments and your questions on our YouTube channel. Click here, subscribe to us. Let me know what you think. Starting with the sole, I'm going to work my way up. This is the same sole that we see in the Karamato, the ADV boot from Dainese. Again, Skywalk sole, it's a very stiff sole. This sole is going to be a little bit light, less stiff than the Karamato, but again, this is an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10 on the stiff scale. So off the bike, that's up to you on depending on how many foot miles you're going to put on it if you are walking around off the bike. Something to consider if you're purchasing it. And remember, I love Skywalk soles because Skywalk just makes soles, and when you outsource the sole from something like that, you're getting more technical bang for the buck from a company that spends all of their time in their R&D just thinking about motorcycle soles. I already explained to you that it's the Gore-Tex grade full grain leather that goes all the way up, that breathes really, really well. You're going to see single cuff across the instep, and some of these areas here that are textile, that's D-stone fabric. It's a highly abrasion resistant material that still works within the Gore-Tex family. It's still going to allow for breathability, but you're going to see it throughout the boot, adding a little bit of flexibility to complement the rigidity of some of the leather. Notice that there is a lot of these elasticated bellows that go up the instep here, goes all the way up the front. That's for flexibility, but there's also a foam backing to this to encapsulate these panels, so you're getting a little bit of protection there added in as well. And notice the toe rather. It is a very beefed up adventure style sole, or adventure style toe, that's going to have your dual stitch and recess stitch shifter panel done in that rubberized material here as well. It's going to hold up over time. I also like how the toe is encapsulated with a second layer of leather that wraps all the way around to the side. Moving up, I'm going to open it up for you, show you the Gore-Tex membrane. Again, more D-stone. You see protection here laterally in your malleolus. That's going to be ankle protection. Notice the interior here has this nice big gaiter. It's the inner booty from Gore-Tex that goes all the way up. You see that Gore-Tex logo in there. Again, that's making sure if you step off your bike into a 6-inch puddle, there's nothing that's going to get into this boot. It's fully encapsulated Gore-Tex throughout. It's the inner booty design which makes it so beefy. And notice that it is a adjustable Velcro that kind of wraps around there and gives you the ability to wear this boot in a low profile fashion that's going to nicely fit over or underneath any of the riding pants, riding jeans, or hardcore textile adventure pants that you might put over it. Now, the next step in your journey is to click right here and read other rider reviews at RevZilla.com. The Lince is new to the mix. You can start with my knowledge of it and what we've seen from it, but read and see what other adventure riders and sport touring riders are saying about it. You don't have to take my word for it. Remember, we do ship for free. And as always, if you want to talk to a gear geek about the entire Dainese boot line or the Lince GTX specifically, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.